What's good, YouTube? This your boy HoodFacts TV, and I'm back with another reaction video. Y'all know my motto. I'm not about to hold y'all up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell for yourself so you can get notified when I drop more bangers like this one. Get in the comments. Talk to your boy. I talk back. Do me another big favor. Like and share this video. So today we got Bobbi. Why did her podcast fail so quickly? Yo, I didn't never thought she was funny. I thought she was like dull and dry, you know what I'm saying? She was cute to look at, you know what I'm saying? But far as her content, I just thought, you know what I'm saying, she was corny to me. She wasn't funny, so I knew her shit wasn't gonna last that long, you know what I'm saying? Her little gimmick wasn't gonna last that long. And I see that she got a divorce and everything, man, because she started hanging out with the stars, and I guess she started feeling like she was your fame got to her. But we about to watch this little 11-minute video, man, and see why her shit fell so quickly, man. Yeah, dig. Let's get into it.
Good podcast started extremely strong, gaining millions of views with unique celebrity interviews. However, in just a year and a half, her viewership has basically flatlined, with almost 300,000 people agreeing, "I've never seen an industry plant fall off harder than she did." Her career began on TikTok in 2021, making dry, sarcastic content on the topic of being a mother. She'd make only 26 videos before beginning the Really Good podcast, to which she'd adapt her dry, sarcastic style.
I think we look alike.
Kind of, but not really.
A little. You're like me in a different font.
The snippet quickly racked up almost 10 million views. The style was an instant success. This entire interview is like the calmest argument in history, and I love it. The snippets from her next episode went equally viral.
The clips did really, really well on TikTok. So I was like, okay, I guess I like have something here.
But it was the episode with Funny Marco that completely changed everything. Because not only did the segments again pull crazy numbers, but the full episode gained over 5 million views without a single hate comment anywhere in sight. It's rare that two people I've never heard of make me laugh for an hour straight. This was,
I mean, because they both is weird. I mean, they both got like the same little gimmick. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she's like the female version of Marco. If I'm saying that, like, if you could understand what I'm saying, because Marco act just like that. And I don't know if she bit his style a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But they worked good together this first episode. But I think they had a fallout too. We're gonna get into this video. I haven't seen this video, but I seen a video saying that Funny Marco and her had a little fallout. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see.
special. This is hilarious. Marco has found the white woman version of himself.
See, I just said that. So I'm spot on. I felt that vibe too. I was gonna say that in the beginning of the video. I was gonna be like, yo, I think she bit off Marco a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because she had that little vibe that Marco had. But I didn't say it. But boom, comment said it. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm yeah, you know, like I say, I'm in tune. You know.
Should be a permanent duo. This is just the most cross-cultural, funny, awkward humor. People loved the honest branding of new episode whenever I can get someone to agree to let me interview them, the next of which being a very important person.
My video with Marco went very viral,
Yeah.
very viral. Then Drake liked one of the videos I had uploaded and he followed me.
Bobbi therefore tried to get him on.
I'm gonna like shoot my shot to Drake. So I was like, when are you gonna come on my podcast?
And he just was
He said,
game right
yeah,
away.
he was ready to do it.
Landing Drake as her 4th ever podcast guest. From an entertainment standpoint, the episode was basically perfect. Not only had she landed Drake, who never does podcasts, but she'd done so in a funny, intimate setting, whilst keeping it calm and relaxed, to the extent that people thought they were just old friends.
The fact that you were so calm next to Champagne Poppy, because if I was in a bed next to Drake, I would be freaking out.
It therefore gained 10 million views in only 2 weeks, and added 700,000 subscribers to Bobbi's total count.
Wow. That's that Drake effect, though. That's that Drake effect, man. If Drake fuck with you, man, he gonna get you lit. One interview, one video, one verse, one hook. No matter what it is, I done seen it numerous of times, man. That's that Drake effect, man. Drake, whatever Drake touch, man, it's just gonna go up, man. It is what it is. He got that touch, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know who else got that touch now, man? You know who else got that touch now? I'm just gonna keep it 100. that young guy, constant not whatever he touches goes up. You know what I'm saying? Whoever he do something with goes up. You know what I mean? So it's only a certain few people that got that. You know what I mean? And Drake definitely, he been had it for 15 years plus, man. It is what it is.
However, as summarized by a tweet reading, Drake giveth and Drake taketh away, Bobbi's interview with Drake began to ruin her reputation. During the podcast, Bobbi had asked,
Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
and when Drake said that Bobbi should get with his friend, she seemed kind of interested.
If I could hook you up with anyone, it would be my dog Smigs.
Smigs?
Smigs. Smiley.
Can you tell me about Smiley?
Let me show you a picture of him.
Is he?
But my thing is, wasn't she married at this time and she asking them type of questions? Like, I see why her husband left her. Like, you being very disrespectful. You getting around these people and you getting a little bit too anxious. So I see why her husband left her.
Well known, or are you just a friend of yours?
The Funny Marco interview had a similar interaction,
Are you hitting on me?
You're not my type.
What's your type?
with Bobbi stating she started the podcast for the following reason.
To have a way to meet people, and the podcast, I was like, I wish I could have collaborate with other people.
Meeting new people likely wasn't sinister, but flirting with famous musicians seemed to annoy her husband, who filed for divorce only 6 days after she recorded the podcast with Drake.
Tried to tell you, man, because the things that she was saying in that, and you in the bed, like you're in the bed with this guy, like you're not even doing a regular podcast, like you're in the bed with Drake. Everybody, every female want to be with him, you know what I'm saying, like that, like, and then you ask this man, would you do him? And he said, would you sleep with me? And he said, I would do you. Like, oh my God, it's like you gave him the key. Or you threw the pussy at him. Like, you just threw the pussy at him. You was like, here, take it. And then he said he'll hook you up with his friend, and you was like, oh, man, that's bad. I would have left your ass too, man.
To make matters worse, Bobbi also admitted,
I flew all the way here
You did. I really do appreciate
on my
that.
daughter's first birthday
You missed your daughter's first birthday for
to
this.
be here.
Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
That's crazy. Your daughter's first birthday, you was a piece of ish. Sorry, you a piece of ish. Because you could have set this interview another time. It's not like Drake is God or, you know what I'm saying, or Moses or anything of that nature. That's your daughter's first birthday, and you so that shows your husband right there. You only care about yourself, and there's a lot of women that's selfish like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're very, very selfish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from selfish women like this.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
showing she was
Horrible.
kind of ditching her family for social media fame.
Is it kind of strange to anyone else that this woman who is married with children is constantly asking during these interviews with these rappers if basically they would go out with her, if basically they would sleep with her, if they like her?
She'd confirmed the divorce in a TikTok post, with comments stating celebrity status always ruins the best things in life. On Reddit, people stated, she got famous and he stayed the same. Few marriages survived that, whilst the rumors likely didn't help. Did Bobbi Althoff cheat with Drake quickly became a mainstream narrative. Suggesting a conspiracy was when Bobbi deleted the podcast, with Drake and Bobbi both unfollowing each other on Instagram. Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports therefore sent her a text. My girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that is not true. Bobbi replied, I'm not commenting publicly but off the record. You're right, that is not true. She'd shared the text to her story adding, I did not want to do this podcast in the first place, and now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I, although despite denying the rumors, the narrative was set. Bobbi Althoff left her husband to thot around with rappers.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Because there's just a person
What does that mean?
looks exactly like me. They have a twin.
Maybe.
If I had a twin, would
Maybe
you date them?
If she was cool and
The damage
I'm a lot of these guys are just saying that because they don't want to hurt your feelings, man. You're playing Jane, man. Like, and why is that your main question? Like, do you need that much of attention? Do you want to feel like you're that hot? You know what I'm saying? And every rapper would do you? Like, that's crazy to me. That's bugged out. Like, I would have left you in the dust too.
this did to Bobbi's image could be seen on her husband's Instagram, with comments reading, "Sorry that your ex sold you out for clout and fame," after which everything Bobbi did became some kind of drama. For example, she'd do a podcast with Lil Yachty, with people calling her ungrateful after she said this.
I walked into his
I
house and it was
kinda
super
like
awkward because like
those, though.
he's really kind of awkward. He didn't even like say hi to me. He's just sitting there with like his two assistants, and then he comes up, he's like, "Oh, hi," gives me like a half hug, and I'm just like, "Hi," then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend like, "Ashley, I need to leave. This is so awkward. I don't want to, like, what am I doing here?"
She wants to make awkward content and then puts Yachty on blast. Shaking my head. Gave her a platform and now she's shitting on y'all. See what happens? People then claimed that her fast rise to fame was orchestrated by her management company,
I'm pretty sure somebody at WME started help pulling the strings to set all this in motion.
who also managed some of the people who appeared on Bobbi Show.
Well, you got a great agent, and you got a great agency, and you got great guests.
Bobbi simply trolled the claims, but there were other inconsistencies. For example, she constantly claimed that she was broke
People think I'm joking about being in debt. I'm not. Like, I put every penny I had into this podcast.
and told Mark Cuban this.
I don't have any money
None?
at all. I have debt, actually.
You have debt? How much debt do you have?
Like $20,000 of debt.
Then further added in her Rick Glassman podcast.
Every time a credit card maxes out, I have
An
to
angel
switch
gets
to
the
another.
swings.
I do not believe that. I do not believe that at all, man. You doing too many numbers for you to be in debt. You's doing way too many numbers for you to still be in debt. Like, why are you in debt? How? Your management taking all your money? How? I don't get it.
I have like 2 cards maxed out right now, so hoping to pay them off soon.
However, people realized she spent $500 on Chloe sandals. She is not broke, she is broken. Also noting that her husband was a millionaire who had 170,000 students who'd bought his $43 course. Eventually, Bobbi also revealed that the podcast wasn't serious.
So when you interview these people, you're not Bobbi necessarily.
No, yeah, I'm just like a really dry person.
Deleting more of the magic that first made her interesting. We mentioned that when she first interviewed Marco, there were no negative comments. However, 3 months later when Reddit asked thoughts on Bobbi Althoff, there wasn't a single positive comment. Annoying ASF and not funny at all. I can't stand her, don't find her funny, and find it odd that rappers are always her target to pick on like she's better than them. Gives me the ick. I watched a few of her interviews.
Yeah, she definitely tried to pick on Offset too, but Offset got her told. Offset, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, even the one chick, what's her name? Suki, or whatever her name is. I really don't rock with her, but she tried to make her look, stupid too. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand what a lot of these people are saying.
I just don't find her funny or charismatic enough to pull off the shtick. I can see why she's popular though. This kind of awkward cringe humor is having a moment. Only 4 days after that Reddit thread, it was reviewed as the not so really good podcast, which stated the content itself is boring. The episodes also lack direction and a central theme, probably because they only consist of small talk. The podcast fails to deliver anything substantial or thought-provoking. Instead, it provides a glimpse into how celebrities behave in casual settings, which may seem intriguing to some, but ultimately failed to engage me. Another person said that Bobbi's podcast sadly points out how real hip-hop journalism has been practically erased, while even funny Marco began to critique her show.
With me, it was like, I think you're funny, Marco, but let me learn about you. Like, trying to figure me out. But now it's like the interviews, I think they're like, she's trying to shit on people. And when I watched the interview with Offset, I was like, damn, that was pretty bad.
As mentioned, she was plain disrespectful during her podcast.
I just said this about the Offset joint. I just said this. But Offset Jai got her told, though. She was trying to play on the low, that little sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying? That little sneaky, you know what I'm saying? Throw the rock and hide your hand type shit. But Offset got her told, though. He was on it. He was on her ass, though. He wasn't playing with this girl.
With Offset, leading him to respond with similar energy.
You need a little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken, just on the thing, you pull it off, and then you serve the dish.
It seemed this was where many people quit watching Bobbi's show.
Yeah, that's when I stopped messing with her too. After I seen that, but I never really even watched like whole episodes. I would watch like little clips and pieces. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely remember watching this part where Offset got her told. You know what I'm saying? But definitely after that interview, I definitely stopped rocking with her. You know what I'm saying? Because after her husband left her, I already kind of knew something was not right with her, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll rather chase the fame and not try to work on your family, your what's going on in your household, you know what I'm saying? It just was a little too much for me.
Aided by full podcast episodes that were just promoting products. In the process, she'd also change her appearance, leading to criticism bad enough for Bobbi to respond.
I am so tired of all of the comments of people saying she ruined her face. The only thing I have done to my face is that I have a little bit of filler in my upper lip. Okay? I do not have cheek filler.
In a different video, she talked about getting other procedures.
I went in to get my zit injected and I left with Botox in my forehead, which, you know, that's fine, that's normal. I had lines here. I also didn't like that this would crease so much and I'd smile, so I got under eye filler. So I got Botox injected right here.
Which, perhaps unfairly, has only led to even more hate. Her 15 minutes are up. Bye, Bobbi. I am so tired of Bobbi. Get off the internet, boring. The last couple of months, however, have been even worse. For starters, the style of the podcast has...
I was talking about this one too, but it seemed like she tried to get into the hip-hop culture to get, you know, more fame. You know what I'm saying? That's why she getting the filler on her lips and stuff. Like, her appearance is definitely changing, you know what I'm saying? It look like she's more hip-hop now, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not saying, or, you know, more into the culture, you know what I mean? You could definitely look at her and tell, like, she's not playing Jane. Or maybe the shit that Offset said to her made her look back at her videos and be like, damn, I am a little pale. Damn, I do. And maybe he, you know, maybe he touched her soul. And maybe another reason, maybe that's why she be trying to belittle, you know, people that was going over there, because she felt a certain way about herself. Maybe because she didn't like herself, you know what I'm saying?
Has changed. The dry, sarcastic humor has become normal conversation, and all the awkward, quiet moments are often removed in editing. Strangely, however, this only makes it even more awkward and less entertaining, as it feels like any other normal podcast.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 21.
You're 21?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so young.
I'm a baby still.
Wait, I didn't realize you were so young. I thought we were the same age. Now I feel really old.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
You're not really old.
This entire interview feels like
she's only 26. I thought she was at least in her 30s.
They are making small talk while waiting for something. She'd also do an episode with Dax Flame, in which she was way ruder than any other podcast.
What is something fun that makes interviewing someone fun for you?
Just having good conversation.
Okay, yeah, I love good conversation.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't tell.
This genuinely was not even an interview. This was like bullying the nice kid and making him feel horrible in any way.
Wow.
Then 2 months ago, she did this video here, which, judging by the dislike ratio, was yet another doozy.
And then I saw this video of a girl talking about how much she made from her podcast, and I mentally decided that she made like at least $300 a year on her podcast alone, and I was like, that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
I saw how much someone made and thought, that's what I need to do. Wow, what a passionate and inspiring individual.
Wow.
Toward the start of her career, Bobbi joked, not more money though, and that's all that matters in the world, but it seems that's now her actual philosophy.
I didn't grow up with money. I am on a lifelong journey to get money. I love
money's nice.
It's amazing.
Ever since doing the interview, Bobbi's viewership has significantly slowed. Her reputation is far from perfect, whilst her interview style has simply gone.
Yeah, man, this was a good video, man. You know what I'm saying? I stopped watching her, man, after that. Like I said before, I stopped watching her after the Offset shit, man. I just felt like she was boring. It wasn't interesting no more, you know what I'm saying? I felt like she was trying to come at a lot of people on her platform, just like the guy was saying. And it wasn't really funny no more. It was just being it was just getting irritating. It was irritating, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't funny no more. But y'all know my motto, man. I'm not about to hold y'all up. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell for yourself so you can get notified when I drop more bangers like this one. Get in the comments. Talk to your boy. I talk back. Do me another big favor. Like and share this video. I'm up out of here.